a 16-hour day.
Yeah, it's a long
16,
one. It's a long
17-hour day. It's late.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I am a little angry. I'm a little angry at this movie, so I think we need to get right into it and start talking about it.
Let's just roll the theme.
Let's do it. You ready?
Let's go.
Cheers. Welcome back to another episode of Diego and Sam Know Nothing.
Hold on.
Something's off.
This is some kind of multiverse stuff. Hold on.
1 sec. Oh, okay.
All right, that's better.
That's better.
That makes more sense. Okay.
Woo! All right.
A lot of strangeness going on tonight.
A lot of strangeness.
Didn't appreciate that one bit. What do we got here, though?
All right. What do we have? What did you pick up for us today?
I don't know. So I forgot the beer.
Yeah.
So I ran into a sketchy gas station late at night.
Yeah, it's always
3 minutes before close. The lady didn't want me to go. She said, "We're closing." I was like, "I need alcohol." She's like, "All right."
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I was like, "I need a couple of beers."
That's risque.
She's like,
that is
There's
risque.
cops driving all over this town.
Oh, I know. Actually, on the way over here,
I couldn't speed at all.
20 minutes from the theater to this place, and I just saw cops going
Everywhere.
After people everywhere.
Yeah, it's nuts.
What else is nuts? Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. All right, so obviously I have some gripes. Well, that's what I was gonna say. I can go off on this movie right now, but I feel like we owe it to this movie to at least give it a review first.
Sure.
Because the things that I want to say are like in the grander scheme of things, right?
Sure,
I don't want to just get into my complaints about why they did and this and that and blah.
But I want to remember that.
I do too.
I want to remember that statement because I want to say something about that.
And I think it has to be said. We need to talk about it. But let's talk about the movie.
Yeah, but I definitely don't want to forget my
okay.
And
don't.
And I shouldn't.
Just hold on to it for a second. Let's do a movie review.
I've been holding on to it for 11, 12 years or whatever the MCU has been going on for.
Well, I put up our trailer and exactly what I said. It is good.
Yeah.
Exactly what I said is exactly what
happened.
happened.
We called it a year ago.
Yeah. A year ago.
But let's start with the basics. We got in. Great group of guys tonight. Yeah,
it was a
lot of fun.
A guys' night out.
Made friends with the guy next to me.
Nice. Always a good time.
Always in these types of movies.
It was just a good vibe overall.
Yeah.
Right? And so everyone wanted to be in this theater. We got clapping as soon as this movie's starting. I mean, energy's high. You know? Yeah.
The Marvel. I'm like, dude, wait.
Yeah, chill. Things will happen.
And that's when I became friends with the guy. He's like, "What? You're not excited?" I was like, "Bro, I've seen this 79 times. I don't need to clap for the credits." He's like, "Cool, but you're gonna clap with me, right?" Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna clap with you."
Yeah, when it warrants it.
Credits.
There were a few clap moments in this movie.
Yeah,
there were some clappities,
especially for me.
Some clappities going on. Some clappities.
So fun vibe, but traditional Marvel, everyone's hyped.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Got a slushie, like all the good stuff. I'm cool with all of that.
Again, just they know the recipe. They're using the same recipe. It's a good time. We know what to expect. That's what we get. It works. It does because we all laugh, we all smile, we all have fun. Yeah. And that's what these movies are about. So as a movie, it was a good time. I had fun.
It was entertaining.
It was entertaining. It was very entertaining.
It was worth the money. It was all
absolutely.
That good stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely. Worth the price of admission. And we get within the first 10 minutes, it was worth the price of admission.
Yeah. Right. This movie gets going.
Right.
Immediately, like the action started.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, because we open up in his dream, right, and find out our dreams are peeks into the multiverse.
Yes.
Which I kind of like the idea.
Dude, that's my favorite thing.
I think that's awesome.
And I only say that because I have like a dream issue, like in my personal life,
where you dream.
So I wake up, I'm like, what did that mean?
What is that?
Please tell me that's not. Maybe that's me in another reality.
I
don't want to know that for sure.
It could be
because I have some weird dreams. So
but
that's why I liked it.
Confirms
I'm like,
too.
Okay, that's a very cool aspect.
Thing
like
to say,
I could get behind that in real life.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. That's like something where someone walks away and goes, whoa, and like just ponders on that for a while.
I love that fact.
So that's introduced right off the bat. So immediately the movie gets you, snags you, you're in it, and it doesn't let go.
No.
The whole time you're just involved. And we get the introduction of America Chavez right away. So she's the multiverse jumper. There's only one of her that exists.
Yes.
In all universes ever.
So I'll say this right away. Am I supposed to know who this person is?
I have no idea. Oh,
I've never even heard of this character.
I'll do you one better. When the first 10 minutes of the movie were playing, I realized I did not know what the movie was about. Before I was like, I had no idea. When the whole thing was going on with Strange and America Chavez, I was like, oh, I forgot to like read what this movie was about. I had no idea.
I forgot Wanda was in it till she showed up.
Yeah,
that's how
I didn't even know it was about multiverse jumping with America Chavez. So, and part of that was because I was trying to do a blackout on this movie.
Yeah, which we did.
Right? Even from the get-go. I watched the first trailer for this movie and I saw nothing else.
Yeah.
And so I partly did that to myself, but then, it was just sort of a funny moment to be like, not only do I not know who America Chavez is, I don't know what this movie's about, which was honestly a good spot to be in when I was watching.
But is she a
not
MCU
a clue.
character? Is she
not
from the
a
comics?
clue. She probably is.
I'm
assuming
so.
she's I'm assuming she's a comic
Sorry
book
if I don't know. I don't read all I just don't know. I don't know all these things.
But you don't need to know all these things to enjoy the movie.
No, because I liked her character. It was very.
She's a good character. She's actually she was a good actress.
She was great. Yeah, she was great.
She did a great job.
I loved her power. I loved her visuals.
Yeah.
Of her power.
I love the idea that
it's a star.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love the idea that you multiverse jump through a star.
I mean through the universe.
It's a great
what it is.
Let's just jump through different universes through a star. I love that. Yeah,
but it got going. Right. It was fun.
Yeah. So it turns it up to 11 pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So when Doctor Strange
by the way, real quick, this is all full spoiler.
I'm about to spoil.
Put a banner.
The shiznit out of this movie now.
It's a full spoiler. Like that. Just know that.
Yeah.
Just know that.
Just know that moving forward.
And we'll put a thing.
So we get Wanda in the orchard, right? Mm-hmm. When Strange goes to her for help.
Yeah.
And she says, "Well, why don't you bring America here?" In my head, I was like, "Oh, did he say her name? I don't remember him saying her name."
Oh, you got to it before.
Yes,
okay.
Because I was like, I wonder, but I actually thought they messed up. Like I was like, oh, maybe the edit was bad. Yeah, exactly. I thought it was a continuity error, and then so I was like, oh, unless I missed it, he didn't say her name.
Yeah,
maybe they just like forgot that in the edit. And then she walks and she's like, "You didn't say her name, did you?" And he's like, "Nope." And then she
does her hand thing,
shows reality, and it is a wasteland. And at that moment, I'm telling you, I was hooked.
She did a great job.
She did a great job.
And she has in everything she's done up to this point. Elizabeth Olsen, everything she's done
phenomenal.
From what Age of Ultron is when she was introduced.
Yeah, as the MCU.
Yeah, in the MCU to now. I mean, just everything she does.
I mean, she's awesome.
Great. She's a great
awesome
person. Yeah, I'm assuming I've never met her.
Yeah, we went and had coffee that one time.
Yeah, me and Liz. Yeah, we're big time. We're big time.
Liz Olsen. Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. But
she was great the entire time.
At that point, we found out she was the bad guy, which we kind of all knew.
I assumed. I didn't know.
Right. We did assume that she was going to be the villain in this movie, right? I don't think I knew to what extent. I didn't know she was going to be
a demon,
a murdering.
She was
bad
a demon.
Guy. Yeah, and I was all for it.
I didn't mind it at all.
And after that, things get turned up, right?
Yeah. So she goes. She tries to figure out. Well, she essentially wants to get her children back from WandaVision.
Right. And
this girl has the power to do that. So essentially, what she's trying to do is kidnap this girl or steal her power.
Yes.
So she can now jump between universes to go where she wants to go.
Right. She's going to keep jumping until she can be with her kids, and then every time something bad happens, she'll essentially just jump to another one.
Yes, exactly.
And make it right there, right? So she'll just keep having do-overs.
Which I get. I'm not a mom myself.
And again, I'm gonna get to this later on, but I loved that more than anything else in this movie. That concept of a mother wanting to be with her kids so much that they're willing to do all of this to be with them. I love that idea. But I also have
another point for later. Okay. Let's just skip.
I know.
Let's skip 45 minutes into the video.
Well, and so I mean, obviously, again, we talked about the Marvel recipe, so it does that. It does the normal stuff. So
the bad
guy does something bad. There's a lot of jokes in there.
The jokes I actually didn't mind as much.
No, I don't mind.
This movie is like other movies. I'm like, that was awful.
Yeah,
these are I chuckled. I'm like, these are funny. These were fine, but they weren't like stupid, silly jokes.
No,
like they were jokes you would really say in that conversation and in that moment.
I agree.
So I'm like, cool, that fits.
Yeah, absolutely.
I felt like they were like, oh wait, put a joke there. What?
Yeah, like
just put a joke in the sentence, and that's how I feel like all the MCU jokes are. Like it doesn't fit in the conversation.
But this one was better.
But these ones the jokes were a part of the conversation. Right. So I'm like, that's very funny.
It was. There were a lot of good ones.
So I liked that.
Obviously, when it got super serious, it wasn't funny, but there was some funny parts in here. But so I do want to jump through a little bit. So because again, we expect yes, they get chase, action happens, good action. It's a good. There's some good action pieces in this whole thing, and so I'm not trying to say that they're not.
No, they're great. The movie looked really cool.
Looked beautiful. It
looked really
very
cool.
well done. But we get to a point when Wanda is wreaking havoc.
She's murdering people.
I loved it so much.
But what have we talked about time and time again? That's the stuff that makes these superhero movies so good.
Exactly.
It's just the violence. It's the violence and it's the grittiness. It's the dark. It's the blood-soaked limping through the underground with the bright eyes. Like that's what makes, to me, these superhero movies like fun and enjoyable and like more real life.
I think that's what I was going to say. I think it grounds them, right?
Yes.
It grounds them.
She's a witch, right? She's the Scarlet Witch. So she should be casting spells and turning people's faces inside out.
And she
does.
They unleash her in this movie.
And that's what I liked. I liked that.
I loved that
Scarlet
so
Witch
much.
has a book of spells and she's casting spells and I'm like, that's
exactly what she does.
As far as I know.
And she will do whatever it takes to get what she wants.
She will kill a child.
Anything. Yeah. She's burning people to a crisp. And we get to points where she's obviously doing whatever it takes. And the biggest notable scene is when she is obviously, Doctor Strange is in front of the Illuminati. Again, we're spoiling the shit out of this
100%.
movie.
This is where it's just gonna start.
One of the I can't remember if there were any real like clapping moments before this time. I don't remember if there was anything like, whoa, that was crazy. But the introduction of the Illuminati
was wild.
Was insane. Yeah. Right. So
I got my favorite thing.
I know.
The world's been waiting.
So right off the bat, we get Captain Carter. Which did you see? What If? You didn't see What If?
No, so I was just lost the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So I didn't see the thing, so I didn't know what was happening. So
I'll
she
get
comes
to that
in
later. Captain Carter gets introduced. Don't know who the person is with the fork on their head.
No idea.
No idea who that is. Apparently, when they speak, people die.
It reminded me of Black Canary.
Yeah.
It's like Black Canary has like the same voice or whatever that like peels people's skin off.
Right. Yeah.
So we got that guy.
And then we get
Rambo. Is it not Rambo? My bad.
Are you talking about
Captain Marvel? What's her name? Captain Marvel.
Saving
the best for last here.
I know.
Saving the best for last.
Are you saying Rambo?
It's not Rambo.
But it's not.
No, it's
no. Like, you saying the actress or the character?
The character. What's her name?
Detective Rambo is the person from WandaVision who becomes powerful. Is that why you're confusing them?
No. I don't know her character. I don't know her character name.
I don't know
Captain
who that
Carter
is
in this universe. Captain
Marvel in this universe.
Yeah.
Could it? I don't know if it is
Captain Marvel. What's her character name? She has to have
Danvers? Carol Danvers?
No, in the universe.
In this one?
Yeah, the Illuminati. I don't know her name.
I have no idea.
Anyways, Captain Marvel's here.
I think he just called her Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So Captain Marvel showed up.
Yeah. I'm like, man, you're throwing me some
curveballs
here. I don't know.
I don't know everybody. I don't know these characters. I
don't either. I don't know. And I don't know the alternate versions of these characters either,
Absolutely
right?
Not.
So,
but I did know one character.
That's right.
The bald man.
That's not who I thought you were going to
say. I'm saving the best for last.
All right, fine. Professor Xavier comes in.
Professor Xavier.
We knew that one.
Yeah,
we knew Patrick Stewart was
why did we know that?
Wow, why because it was a hook. They had to do something to get people into the theater. Right? So let's just give them a little taste. Just a little
I can't wait till we rip this movie.
I know.
That's all.
This is the positive part of the
review.
That's
all we want to do.
This is the good part. We're starting off nice.
Patrick Stewart is great. He's done so many great roles.
Why is he so good still?
Man,
he's so good still.
He was great as the baby in Family Guy. He played a baby in Family Guy. Yeah. For a lot of episodes.
And he's just, in real life, he's like a jokester, right? He's just like a fun guy. He's just like, I feel like he would be the amazing guy to work with.
So he was the leader of this Illuminati.
Right. And again, Professor Xavier in the world of Marvel is supposed to be one of the most powerful people in this comic book world.
Yes.
Right? And we'll get there in
a couple
of minutes here.
On the far right, so we got Xavier.
So when did you clap?
Rambo.
When did you clap?
It's not Rambo. I don't know why I'm saying Rambo. I did clap.
Oh, because Rambo is the name of the person who also becomes...
Does she become a Captain Marvel?
Well, again, that's the part I don't know. Because I don't know...
Because I don't know who's who in this world, man.
Right. An alternate version of Captain Marvel could have been...
Correct.
Yeah. What's her name?
But when I clapped... And I wasn't like... I was like...
You're like,
go! All right. Because I wanted this. I wanted John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic in his Fantastic Four suit, and I saw it, and it was awesome.
That is awesome. It was amazing.
It was cool. It was cool. I'm guessing he's going to be the one going forward.
Well, yeah, so
I would assume, but I don't know because this is another universe that's not our universe.
And let's talk about what happens to the Illuminati in this
movie.
You
want to go down that? Okay.
Well, hold on. So I do want to sit on the John Krasinski thing a little bit longer.
Okay, yeah.
Because that was awesome.
That was great. But that's something the world's been asking
We had talked about whether or not this movie was going to introduce one of those moments, right? One of the moments where we were like, dang, I did not see that coming.
I didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming.
But I can't... I can't wait to get on the internet tomorrow. But I knew it. I knew it was
I knew it the whole time.
Yeah, guys. I got a friend of a friend that works. I knew he was gonna like.
You're like, shut up. Right. I was there when he came and filmed, right?
When he did the thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't even actually there.
Yeah, it's done over Zoom.
They were trying to keep it under wraps so much that he was alone on a green screen, so nobody knew.
And that was one of the things, I guess, just because it's been talked about so much. Imagine if that happened. That would be crazy.
But what I appreciate about that moment is it wasn't fan service. It wasn't comic book fan service. It was like movie fan service. Right? Yeah. People wanted him cast as.
And maybe that might be it.
Yeah.
I don't know, because then they're going to be like, oh, he was in another
universe.
On.
Right. And then they'll move on, and he'll never do.
Or they're just going to make the excuse that he was.
Is his name Mr. Fantastic? Why do I think that's not true?
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic.
Is it? All right.
Well, Reed Richards
is his name.
Mr. Fantastic is his superhero name. Reed Richards is his real name. That's why I'm having trouble with this Captain Marvel thing. Jesus.
Detective Rambo.
And then they put him in the paper shredder. Wanda puts him in a paper shredder.
And
shreds him.
Oh, yeah.
To pieces. Little
and then he has like a little pop at the end. Like, in case you weren't sure if he was going to die.
They exploded his brain.
Yeah. It blew up his head. Yeah.
Just
so you know for sure, he's dead.
Yeah.
He is dead.
Just like the Pitchfork guy. I'm sure people are going to flame us for not knowing who these people are. I don't care. If you know who they are, like, you're weird, because why do you know, like, so in depth?
You're too deep into it if you know who these people
way
are.
Too deep into it.
Which
is totally cool, but like I have no idea.
Here's the other thing: is what I think people probably did is because some of this stuff probably was leaked or spoiled or somehow as they went and actually researched these people before they saw the movie, and don't pretend like you always knew who these people were the whole time.
I just saw the movie. I still don't know who these people are.
So people that are going to come at me and be like, come on, he was an issue.
Don't know.
No. If you actually sat there and knew who that was, you are the 1%.
Yeah.
Of the 1%.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
Cool. Good for you. But don't pretend like that's a
But the people that
common
do,
knowledge.
I'm going to start asking them a ton of questions.
Oh, yeah.
A ton of questions just to see if they can answer.
Who did he face? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, who's his main bad? He's got a love interest? I mean,
right, yeah.
Who else is he associated with? Whatever.
Anyway. Ridiculous. So Wanda shows up.
So Pitchfork Man gets his brain exploded inside of his skull.
But because Reed Richards is like, if he speaks, he'll kill you.
Yeah.
If he speaks with his mouth,
all he has to do is open his mouth and he'll destroy you.
What mouth? And again, there's these moments in this movie where you feel like you're on one side of it, and then it just flips.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no, we're on the bad side of it.
Yeah.
And then you think all these people are gonna survive, and not a single one does. Not a single one. Captain Carter, yeah, that doesn't sound right. No. Is it Captain Carter? Dang. People are going to roast me for that one. I don't know if that's correct or not.
She was Captain Carter in another universe. Is she Captain Britain in this one?
Yeah. No, I think it is.
Is she Captain America?
No, she's Captain Carter. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So
anyway,
she gets sliced in half.
Sliced in half.
Mortal Kombat style almost.
Yeah.
Just the other direction.
And then just like her top of her body just boop hits the floor.
But how cool was that whole
Amazing. Amazing.
Kind of reminded me of, so I'll say this. I knew none of those people were surviving.
Oh, okay.
The lamest superhero. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The lamest Avengers lineup.
Y'all say whatever you want. Like, again, say whatever. I really, really don't care. The lamest set of Avengers in the world. Mr. Fantastic was the only cool one. And you want to know how? Because they put up zero fight and got smoked.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Wanda's very strong. Don't care. If you're some elite team, you should have been able to put up some sort of fight.
Because
I've seen Tony Stark, who's a human being, put up way more of a fight
to an alien
than these superpowered beings did.
To the witch.
They should have. No, you're not going to win. Of course, you're not going to beat her.
She killed them in the lobby.
Yeah.
At the front door.
You should have been able to put up some. And Captain Marvel did. She was able to put up some sort of a fight.
She did.
But they all should have been able to put up that same amount of fight.
Absolutely. Captain Marvel is actually the only one that I wasn't 100% sure died. I mean, she had a statue fall on her. But if she's superhuman, she might be waking up out of that one. But
yeah, so she did some very brutal things, and I loved it.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
I loved
the most.
That was the greatest part of the movie for me.
Yes,
I had the
Wanda just ripping people apart,
brutally,
which sounds terrible on our part.
Yeah, but we've talked about it.
I know.
It reminded me of the scene in Invincible, the opening or the end opening scene in the first episode of Invincible.
Exactly, where they're
like literally the same thing. The team
exactly.
Forward, and he
kills everybody.
Kills them, pulls them apart, pulls their eyes out.
Gruesome.
Oh, the eye part was pretty gross in the beginning.
In the beginning, when they killed the monster
bloody or anything.
No, the one-eyed monster. Yeah, the one-eyed squid monster.
So she's doing that. She's ripping people to shreds.
Yeah, but the movie
she's just bloody the whole time.
Yeah,
she looked really cool.
She kills all the Ultron bots, right? And it gets all the oil and stuff on her, which I thought was a really cool thing to do.
So she's all messed up. Oh, it's oil, not blood.
Oh, because it's from robots.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
But then there was some jump scares that I thought were really good. It was kind of spooky.
It was.
They're running through the tunnel.
There's definitely moments where Sam Raimi pokes through in this movie.
Yeah, right? And that's fine.
Which I really appreciated. They got the right director for the right movie. It fits so well because there were some times where you're like, man, that was actually... It did. It got me. It was whoa, that's terrifying.
There was one thing that was really, really bad, and it wasn't the brain thing, which was pretty bad. There was something else
that got you where you were like, ooh, man. Whoa, yeah, exactly. Whoa. There's a couple spots here where I was like,
definitely not a kids movie, we'll say.
No, I mean when one of the, I don't even know what you call him, one of the wizards at the temple, she stabs the Darkhold, right? And just the way she burns. She's
slowly.
Slowly burns, and she's just staring at Wong, and she's just sitting there just burning.
It's like turning to stone and then ash, and then she just falls.
And then yeah. But it's stuff like that where I was like, oh, that's like that's the right director in the right place at the right time. And so it was there's good moments like that throughout this whole movie where you're just like, wow, they went there. And I'm happy they did.
Stuck to it.
And I still think those moments made the movie better.
1,000%.
And I'm so happy they did it. And I hope that they continue to do things like this moving forward. Though they may not have a reason to, because they have to have someone like Wanda, who's she's a decimating.
Devil. Well, she's a witch.
I know. Calm down.
She's acting like a devil.
No,
she's acting like a devil.
It's Wanda Unleashed, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And that's the whole thing. And so, and obviously we get to a point where Wanda gets overcome. And so this is kind of the part where I think I always knew that I was going to struggle with the end of this movie. And the reason is that Wanda is so strong throughout the whole movie that I kept wondering what they were going to do to beat her. How do you beat her if she's this strong?
I kind of predicted it, sort of.
But even so, you make her beat herself.
Correct.
Right?
So my prediction was she just has to stop.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think things were going to fall. Like, she definitely didn't kill herself. I mean, that's the illusion.
No, yeah.
But I'm like, the only way she's just going to have to come to some realization.
And I thought she stops.
Like, yeah, because she's shown these images of her kids hating her. Like, her greatest fear came to life.
Yeah.
The thing she feared the most was what she had to live to be like, yo, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do this. And my prediction was not exactly that. But she's going to, like, just stop doing what she's doing was going to be the only way.
But I don't like that. I don't like that the person is so powerful that you don't stop them. You
can't stop her.
They have to stop themselves.
Yeah.
And the reason I have an issue with that, because again, and I knew, again, super spoiler, I knew Wanda was going to die. She had to die because she was murdering so many people.
Yeah.
That there was absolutely no way that she could be redeemed in this movie. She had to be killed.
Correct. And I'll say, if anyone wants to know how much murdering, I wanted her to die. I was like, I hope she gets her head sliced off.
Yeah, that's how bad she was being in the movie.
She's pure, like, literal pure evil.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope she gets her heart ripped out of her body.
Yeah, and it's not, like, and that's not an exaggeration.
No, it's not an exaggeration. Yeah. I wanted, like, something to, like, reach out and, like, pull it out.
That would have been
like, whew.
That would have been more satisfying.
Nice.
That would have been more satisfying than what we got in this movie.
Yeah.
But I knew this movie was going to struggle with stopping her. Oh, because they showed her to be not the most powerful Avenger. They showed her to be the most powerful.
She's not an Avenger no more.
Well, definitely
not. Like, I don't want her redeemed.
But she was the most powerful thing in any universe.
Anywhere.
We
crossed 600 different planets or whatever it was.
So how do you stop the most powerful thing in any universe anywhere? And so I was like, I knew there, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that the way that they did it was they made her kids scared of her.
Yeah.
And that was it.
I mean, that was the only real thing.
Yeah.
That, like, would have woken her up to. I thought they're gonna kill her kids. I don't know. I didn't know. I knew. I didn't think she was gonna die.
Right.
I thought like, yo, they're like, and that's what I was doing in my head. I'm like, are they gonna like, they gotta kill her kids or something, or like they're gonna like throw her in a universe somewhere?
Right.
It's just like water and like leave her there. Like they gotta do something with her. Yeah. Like I didn't know. I thought America was just gonna open a door. And like, just kind of like how she almost did.
She did. Like she was trying to kick her into some wasteland.
Push her back into hell where she belongs.
Right, exactly. It looked like hell.
And then close the door. And I'm like, oh, that's the only way they could do it.
Right.
I guess you can't kill children. That probably
I think that would have been too far.
Yeah.
It would have been probably too far for an MCU movie, but I see what you're saying.
She tried to kill a child the entire movie.
But if we were talking, if we were in a writer's room and we all sat down and said, what would stop Wanda? And if ratings didn't matter and MCU didn't matter, we would probably say her accidentally killing her children, right?
Yeah.
I think that would have been a correct way to stop her.
You know who would have done that? DC.
DC would have
killed them. 2 kids.
Would have murdered the children.
Yeah.
But if she had accidentally murdered her children, then we would have probably talked about her going insane and a whole different thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
Open up a can of worms.
I just don't like the fact that she was like, oh, my kids are scared of me because of what I've become. So I'm going to go kill myself now.
Yeah.
You know, it was like a weird, it was too much, too fast for very little reason.
This whole situation was a lot.
It was.
And again, like we talked about it in the trailer a year ago. If you didn't see WandaVision, you don't know what's happening in this movie.
You have no clue what's happening in this movie.
You have no, why does she have kids?
Look, we have talked about this movie now. And how many times did we talk about Doctor Strange in this movie? How many times did we mention his name and say, remember that thing that he did?
I loved when he hopped off the balcony. He went from like suit and tie, like real normal, to like superhero. Like that's classic superhero stuff. Yeah. Like they're at a party and like there's something going on in the city.
He was like,
he like looks out in the distance and he's like, bah, like falls off the building and like, I loved it. I thought that was so cool.
I agree.
And like that is classic superhero Superman changing in the phone booth.
Right.
Iron Man suiting up. Like whatever it was, I'm like, that's classic. From the normal to superhero, like
the beginning of the movie and the part where Doctor Strange fights himself with music, which was super cool.
I thought that was cool because that was the only magic he really did.
Those are the two moments in the movie where he was doing Doctor Strange stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And again, and I understand he's doing little things here and there the whole time, but
do we know why it was music?
No,
or they're just like. Because, I mean, I liked it, but then I got 10 minutes. I was like, why was it music?
No idea. I don't think there's anything. Amazing. It wasn't like it showed him in the beginning, like, I'm learning how to play piano.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right?
Or like he came in and, like, his Strange was playing music or something.
No, his Strange came down the staircase.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But, in the beginning of the movie, if they were, like, showing him playing the piano and someone was like, he got really good. And he's like, yeah, once you learn the notes, you know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Then in the movie, he would have been like, oh, sheet music! I know this.
Which I still thought was cool either way, cool. But I'm like, why is it like?
It was a cool scene.
Yeah.
But there was one Doctor Strange moment. We had another Doctor Strange moment, but it is again arguably not a Doctor Strange movie, and that's exactly what I said when I came out, and exactly what you said, which is you have to watch WandaVision. Just listen to that sentence. And you have to watch WandaVision to know what the hell's going on in this movie. So it's not Doctor Strange.
It's a WandaVision sequel.
That makes no sense to me. You don't have to watch the first Doctor Strange to know what's happening. Seriously?
Let me put my point in from the beginning that I want to say right away. Go for it. And I told you guys this in the group chat the other day. It's Marvel. They don't know. It doesn't matter. They can do anything they want, and we're still going to go.
Yeah, but it bugs me that they
don't need to make it a Doctor Strange 2 sequel. They don't need to do these things.
They don't.
And they should.
Well,
it's a sequel to the. It's not.
It's not a sequel to the first movie, right?
It's not.
Well, so and here's my thing to that is
is
I understand them saying, look, there's a timeline of movies, right? So if you have a what came before this? A Shang-Chi movie, you have a Spider-Man movie, you have a Doctor Strange movie. The movie that comes next needs to continue from the movie before, right?
And that's
not from the first one of itself.
Sure.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I get that. What I don't like is that they're saying, screw all these movies.
Yeah.
100%. You had to go watch this show.
Yeah.
You need to go watch this TV show.
Which is fine for the hardcore fans like me and you.
Exactly.
That's cool. We watch this stuff. We love it. It's great.
Right.
That's why we're going to go. They have us on the hook forever.
Right.
Forever.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe not. I mean, there's some stuff Marvel. I'm like, I'm just not going to watch that. I'm sorry.
Unless someone tells me it's the most amazing thing ever in the whole world.
Whatever changes.
Right.
But that doesn't work for everybody.
I agree.
So now I gotta go tell my. I was like, Dad, you gotta watch WandaVision. He's like, what? I gotta watch 9 episodes of the show.
Exactly.
I'm like, yeah. So you know what's going. He's like, why would I care to watch that show before I go watch? I just want to go watch Doctor Strange.
1,000%.
He's like, I watched Doctor Strange on Disney Plus the other night, the first one, so I'm ready to go see the second one.
You're like, nope.
Whoa, Dad, wait. You gotta do this 9-episode show first.
Yes.
And again, he's a smart man, but he's gonna be like, what? I just watched Doctor Strange 1.
Why do I need to do this thing?
What do you mean? I gotta go watch the show. And it doesn't work. I don't think it works for your normal movie-going people.
That's my biggest issue.
I just don't think it does.
I can't say anybody can go watch this. You will have no idea why Wanda is doing what she's doing.
Dude, I was so confused with a lot of stuff.
Why any of it is going on. I mean, I get that you can show up and understand there's a bad guy versus a good guy, and then you're trying to figure out the rules of the world, and I get it. You can understand. But they, without a doubt, said you will enjoy this movie 1,000 times more
said it.
If you go back and watch the show.
You have to.
I hate that.
You have to. If you did not watch WandaVision, you will not understand what's going on.
And okay, but
you won't.
But here's my other issue: is that's also fine if you called this movie WandaVision 2.
Yeah.
Or if you called this movie WandaVision: The Reckoning.
Yeah.
Then people would understand. I need to go and watch WandaVision the show.
Yeah.
But you call it Doctor Strange, and you don't hint to anybody that they need to go back and watch WandaVision.
No.
Nobody knows that you have to do that unless you're a diehard fan.
Or unless you watch the 30-second reactions, the quick things.
Right.
And that's what I told you. Everybody kept saying it. I'm like, what does that mean? Like,
you did, yeah. And I did rewatch WandaVision.
And I'm like, what do you mean? I thought, like, yeah, I know Wanda's in it. I know she's Scarlet Witch now. Like, I get all that.
Right.
But I'm like, why is WandaVision so important? And after watching the movie, I'm like, oh, okay.
She's extremely important. She's the best part of this movie.
She's the best part of this movie.
Down.
But bummer Doctor Strange. But nobody gives a shit about you.
Yeah, but see, and I'm looking at it the reverse. They obviously did Wanda a send-off. This is a send-off movie for Elizabeth Olsen, right?
You think she's done so?
I mean, they might pull her in for a cameo down the road. We might see her, but I truly believe this was a way to say she's done. That's it.
I hate her character. I don't. Well, sorry. I don't like Wanda anymore. I don't like the Scarlet Witch.
Well, you can't.
I don't. I really don't.
They made her evil.
So whoever, I forgot the guy's name, who did the writing in this stuff, she's a devil. That's just what she is. I'm sorry.
Well, she's a witch. She's pure evil.
A pure entity of evil, and I just, in the MCU, like, that doesn't fit, bro. Like, it just doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't fit. Again, it fits in different universes, like, whatever. But having a pure dark evil thing in the MCU, like, it doesn't fit.
But
this movie doesn't it doesn't make sense with other movies.
I agree.
In my opinion.
And
I got off No Way Home, man. We're laughing. We're having fun. We're swinging around the city. I got off Shang-Chi. They're fighting off a bus. That's all fine and good. That's awesome.
Like happy-go-lucky
But the
stuff.
MCU's already set a tone.
Yeah.
And it's a tone I've complained about forever.
Yeah.
And they changed that up.
They changed that.
Yep. And I like that.
That Leo DiCaprio,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they changed that up for this movie, and I loved this movie because of that.
Right.
This is a great movie. I'm buying the Blu-ray. I'm watching it again.
Yeah.
Because I like that dark stuff. But it doesn't fit in with everything else.
Yes.
So I'm going to say it again. She's like the demon aspect, exploding someone's brain inside of their skull.
So awesome.
It does. Great. Woo! It was awesome. I love that.
It doesn't fit.
But it doesn't make sense with Shang-Chi. It doesn't make sense with Spider-Man, so whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense with these other things that are lighthearted and family. You just probably shouldn't take your kid to this movie.
But
I don't know.
That's not even.
I would take my kid. We're
stuff. We're different.
But you wouldn't take your 7-year-old.
We're different people. And it's funny because, again, my 6-year-old was like, can I watch this when it comes out at home? And I was like, absolutely.
It's going to be a great time.
Of course. I was like, hey, I'm going to the movies. What are you going to go see? Doctor Strange 2. Oh, can I see it when it comes out? Absolutely, you can watch this. Without a doubt, you're going to be able to watch this when it comes out on video at home.
Disney Plus.
For sure. Day one, we'll watch it.
She sawed a woman in half.
Absolutely not.
She sawed a woman in half.
All right, well, my children be watching this movie. There's just no way. But hold on. I want to back up.
All right.
I want to talk about my other issue. I know.
Breather.
Hey,
take a breather.
Calm down over there. Calm down.
I also have another issue that's just that issue.
So my other problem is that if you're going to do a Wanda send-off movie, call it Wanda in the Multiverse of Madness. Don't call it Doctor Strange.
Featuring Doctor Strange on the bottom.
And I do think they get away with a lot in this movie because it's a Doctor Strange movie and there is an expectation.
Yeah.
And so I do think calling it Doctor Strange allows them a little bit of freedom, gives them liberties, right? And so I do think that there's a certain angle that they're taking there.
Yeah.
But if you're going to make a Wanda Maximoff movie and you're going to make her the Scarlet Witch, call it the Scarlet Witch. Yeah. You could have called this movie the Scarlet Witch, and you could have had the movie about her storyline. And then Doctor Strange is still in it, still making it weird, but we don't follow him. We follow her.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a Joker, right? Like a DC reference. Like what's another anti-hero movie like that Marvel does?
Venom?
I don't know. Yeah, but that's too jokey too.
Kraven the Hunter? Well, I guess that's not a movie.
Morbius. None of these are good examples except for... I'm sorry. The best example is Joker.
Okay.
The best example is a person who is doing bad things, but we follow them to understand.
Yeah.
Right? We are following them so that we can get a sense of why they are doing what they are doing. And I get it. She says she wants her kids. If you watched WandaVision, you can understand. But in WandaVision, she's a good person.
She's a beautiful person.
And at the end of this movie, she's pure evil. And if you had named it the Scarlet Witch and we followed her to understand her arc, then I do believe that us getting to that point, we would have been more comfortable with her committing suicide.
And that is the problem. And I'm glad you brought that up. Because the last time I saw Wanda, I loved her.
Exactly.
The last moment that her and Vision had,
beautiful,
was unbelievable.
I watched
it not just a superhero world, not just a comic world, not a movie. Throw all that out the window. It was pure. It was a thing of pure Shakespearean beauty.
Absolutely.
It was just one of the greatest moments in any movie,
in entertainment,
ever. I can confidently say that.
Yes. Yeah.
And then the next time I saw her, she's trying to kill a child. She's savagely murdering people.
Yes.
And I'm like,
yes.
Oh.
And again, we're told because she wants kids. We're told that,
and
right?
That's fine. I'm sure there's a lot of mothers out there that would murder a bunch of people to save their boys.
Sure.
I get that.
Yes.
I get that. But go.
I was going to say, on that note, because you said to save your kids, at the end of WandaVision, she hears her kids say, "Help me." And we don't ever get the sense that she's saving her kids in this movie.
No, she's not.
She's trying to
she
have
strangles their mother. She attacks their mother essentially.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And again, I'm still staying by the books here, and like I get it, it's a comic book movie. I'm not.
Yeah,
trying to keep it on
no,
track.
Absolutely. But imagine
she's now an evil person, and I'm like, I don't care for that.
But imagine a movie called The Scarlet Witch, and we're following her, and she again, she has the Darkhold, right? And we're following her. She hears her kids say, "Help me." So the whole time that she's trying to access the multiverse, it's because she thinks her kids are in danger.
Yeah, not just because she wants.
Not because she just wants kids, right? So now we have a sense of a mother trying to save her children.
So now I could be sympathetic for that.
Now I'm on board for what she's doing.
Get on board.
You save those kids, Wanda.
Yeah.
You save them.
100%.
Now I am definitely following you.
And I still don't know. Sorry, I don't know everything. Are her kids even real? Because
in other multiverses, yes.
Yes. And that's why she was trying to go to another multiverse.
But how did she manifest them in WandaVision? I have no idea.
And again, maybe I'm gonna go off the track, get roasted some more. I hope I get roasted. I'm all up for it. Why didn't Vision show up? My understanding,
absolutely.
Again, back to that beautiful moment.
Where is he?
He was said, "This is not our final goodbye. This is I'll see you later,
right?
At another time."
Yep.
So it's like, oh, cool. Well, he's gonna be in another multiverse somewhere.
Exactly.
Maybe he's gonna. And that's what I thought. Maybe he's gonna be the one to be like, "Hey, Wanda, These aren't your kids.
That would have been amazing.
Like in the last thing, these are not your kids. These are her kids.
Yes.
This. They're not yours. I'm gone.
If she saw and she was just like, Viz?
Yeah.
Because
whoa.
We didn't see.
Talk about chill. And he could have even brought that line up. He's like, I told you I would see you again, right?
Yeah.
That's what I told you.
Right.
I made that promise to you. And now I would have been like that's
I would have been
a great moment. That would have been a great moment.
Yes. But
where's Vision? Where was Vision?
You can't have that moment in a Doctor Strange movie. You can only have that moment in a Scarlet Witch movie.
I just want to know where he was. Where's the white one?
Yeah, he takes
off.
There's
a white one guy flies away.
And we're like, where does he go? What is he doing?
I liked this movie, though.
It's a good movie.
I liked the movie.
It's a good movie.
I did.
Look, I can recommend it to anybody who is like us.
Yeah, any MCU fan.
You're going to enjoy it. If you've watched the Disney Plus shows, you're going to enjoy this movie. Without a doubt.
I enjoyed it. This movie for me, I didn't feel like an MCU fan for a lot of it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, shit, it's a fun movie.
Right.
Whoa.
This is crazy.
My God.
Yes.
So there was a point where I'm like, I don't know these characters enough. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this multiverse is real. I don't know if we're keeping Reed Richards. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
So there was a point and I was like, fuck, I'm just going to have fun with this.
Right. Absolutely.
Eat my candy. You know, I was bumping my buddy next to me. I was like, oh, shit, Reed Richards, bro, that's crazy. I was just having fun with it.
Just a fun time.
It was just a fun time.
Yes, I agree.
So if you want to, put it on the operating table and pick it piece by piece, you can do that.
Yeah.
Because in the main scheme of the MCU, it's weird. It's a weird movie.
Well,
but as someone's like, dude, actually, I want to go out see a crazy movie this weekend. Dude, go watch Doctor Strange, bro. That shit's crazy.
It is
Take
crazy.
a couple of shots before you go in too. Wake up a little.
I know, no kidding.
And you will have fun. You will have a good time.
Yeah.
But if you're a hardcore fan like us that does a podcast and talks about these movies and talks to their buddies after, and people are gonna call me tomorrow and text, "Did you see? I know you saw it last night. I saw you out of the theater."
Right.
Whatever. Then I have to look deeper into it. I have to nitpick it. I have to ask these questions.
Yeah.
I have to have an understanding because that's what we do. That's why we like movies. That's why we love the MCU. That's why we've been paying attention to this shit for 12 years.
Yeah. We don't like it on a surface level.
No, we like it on a deeper deep level that we want to understand. Level. We even talk about Wong, poor guy.
I know.
The guy did great.
So good.
But that's the stuff that we care about.
Right.
And that's why we're saying our feelings on this movie.
Well, and I care about movies as standalones, right? I always wonder for the normal person, for the dad, if you were to tell your dads, I always just wonder, can anybody walk into this movie none the wiser and have a good time?
And my dad will be like, dude, that was crazy. He's like, he'd probably say I got dizzy too.
Yeah.
He'll say something like that.
Cool
He's like, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to be like, well, blah, blah, blah. He's not going to do that.
Yeah.
He's like, that
why is Wanda, what is the motivation for Wanda doing that?
Yeah, he's not going to do that. And most people aren't. And maybe that's how they look at this.
Maybe.
But again, the world that I live in, dude, we should be having conversations. I know I'm going to get a call 1:30, 2 o'clock tonight. My buddy's, dude, because he went at 10:15.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's like, bro, what the? And I'm going to be asleep by then. So I'll text him in the morning.
You'll wake up.
But he's like, hey, I'll call you when I'm out. I'm like, don't, because you're going in at 10:15. I'm getting out at 9:30. Please don't call me.
Yeah.
But he will anyways, because he's going to want to talk and chat and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because he's the same type of guy. He's, oh my God, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but let's pick it apart. Let's see what makes sense. Mm-hmm. And let's figure out where it fits.
World, in this world that we live in.
Yeah. So I agree.
If the gentleman's like, well, you don't even understand. No, I don't. I don't. But I have a general understanding of how the MCU works and what it's been based off of and what it's been built off of.
Yeah, of course.
And it's different. It varies from that in a great way.
I agree.
It varies from off the beaten path of the Marvel universe in a fantastic
for the better.
way.
Yeah.
For the better.
Yeah. It made a good move going off the beaten path.
I don't know how it did a good job.
I don't know how it fits in.
Cumberjack.
No, definitely not a Cumberjack.
What percentages?
Hey, wow, this is a good one, huh?
Benedict Cumberbatch did a good job.
He is phenomenal as Doctor Strange. I don't want to take away from the fact that that the Doctor Strange stuff in this movie is good. It is good. It's great.
I love
there's some great moments.
I love the whole the opening scene with the starfish.
Well, it's an octopus. One-eyed octopus.
One-eyed octopus, like...
Yeah, again.
I liked all
even
that.
The wedding, the stuff with him and Christine. Like, again...
Rachel McAdams!
We haven't even talked about her. But, hey, I love me a good love story just as much as the next person, right?
Is it just me or I just don't buy them as, like, loving each other?
Because we didn't focus on them. We didn't build that story. You know why? We were too busy watching the Scarlet Witch blow people's brains out. And again, really enjoyed it, but we had a movie within a movie. We forgot about the main movie, so we have no idea what the hell's going on with Doctor Strange and Christine. And again, that's the movie's fault. That's not because you didn't pick up on something.
And I felt bad. I was like, man, I relate to this guy because I was like, 700 universe, he never gets the girl. I'm like, dude, I got you. I was like, I'll tell you right now her name, and she's out there. 559 other worlds, and no, we're not together there either. So I was
it's always the same moment that
I feel that guy, bro. I got you. I know what that's like.
Yeah, but see, and I'm the other way. I'm like 600 and whatever universes, and I'm like, and my girl's always like a fixed point.
Yeah,
always, right? And so I wish they would have explored that.
But I did like the line, and it's not gonna replace "I love you 3000." It's not.
Yeah,
but he's like, I love you in every universe.
Right.
I'm like, that's sweet.
Amazing.
That's sweet.
Yeah, because he never gets her.
If I ever find a nerdy girl, I'm going to tell her that. Just melt her. I'll love you in any universe.
Beautiful.
And I'm like, that's great. But I'm like, I didn't see them enough together to like care enough.
Exactly.
Had it been focused on them a little more and they established them as a couple in 100%. Each universe. And he said that to her at the end. He's like, and we saw them in different universes. We saw him here and here and here and here.
Yeah.
And then he said that. He's like, I loved you in every universe. I'm like, whew.
Got me, bro.
I love you 3000 still number one though, probably.
It's so amazing. But we saw Tony Stark and Pepper Potts a few times.
Yeah.
So we understood their dynamic. We knew. She was his assistant
forever, and then he had the daughter, and then he loved her 3000 too. We loved everybody.
It was a whole storyline, and that's why we felt it.
But I loved you in every universe. Like I like that line too.
You like the line, but you didn't feel it.
But
in the movie.
It didn't like. Like you have those moments that are like whoa, like the line from WandaVision when Vision told her, "I'll be back for you." I don't remember the exact line. You saw it more recently.
Well, yeah, he does say that.
He's like, "This is not our final goodbye. This is our."
But
for now, goodbye. Until I see you
again.
But
the line in WandaVision that is the most poetic is, "What is grief if not love persevering?"
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the line that again everybody's like
punches you in the chest, and it's like those I can't breathe after him.
Right,
in those moments,
you pause it.
Yeah, you're like, whoa,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Is it the doorbell? Yeah, I'll go answer the door. Yeah,
exactly.
But that's what makes people like us so like invested in these.
Yes, for those moments.
And maybe the "I love you" in every universe was that this movie's attempt at that.
It was. 100%.
And I'm like, oh, that's very sweet that he said that. I would tell that to somebody one day.
That was a good line, Dr.
Yeah,
Strange.
like good for you.
Stephen Strange.
But it didn't
shooting his shot.
It did, from some other girl in another world.
I was like, hey, I tried.
That made it clear, like from the beginning. She's like, I'm not interested in you. Listen, you're a douchebag no matter what world you come from.
Every universe.
And he's like, we're not all the same. Like, I'm a good guy.
I'm a different Strange.
But it just didn't have that effect of, wow, that was a magical moment.
Yeah, and again, I still go back to the fact that I think they lost sight of whose movie it was. I think they made a Doctor Strange movie about the Scarlet Witch, and that's
which is
my biggest gripe.
Which is okay for a normal person.
Yeah. I think people might enjoy this movie, and that's fine, but it just doesn't sit well with me. But again, even for storytelling, right? Like I just don't like the idea of a show within a show or a movie within a movie. And you and I finished Moon Knight recently, and I don't know if we're going to do a review on that or not, but that was also my issue, right? My issue with that show was the fact that it was sort of like a show within a show. It was like you called it Moon Knight. You showed me Moon Knight for 10 seconds. It was a show about Steven and Mark and their struggles and mental illness and how they deal with it.
Which is all great.
Fine. I love that.
Loved it all.
I love that. But don't call it Moon Knight. Don't get me in the door on false pretenses
But is that something Marvel can just do and just get away with? Or is it going to become a point when fans are like, what the hell?
I don't think people know. I really don't. I don't think people are thinking the way that we're thinking.
Dude, and I thought it. I'm like, yo, episode 6, once I see that, I'm cool with all that other shit.
Yeah.
We're going to throw down. And they did. We got a big kaiju fight. That's fine. For 12, 13 minutes. I wanted 45 minutes of him suited up. I guess we're going to go on Moon Knight real quick.
Yeah, sure. Well,
WandaVision, I mean, I'm calling it WandaVision now. I'm calling it WandaVision now.
My point is that Marvel is doing this, right? And I think that's sort of your point, too, is that you're getting me in the door by saying it's one thing, but then it's actually another. So stop it. Stop telling me it's one thing and then showing me it's another. Just tell me it's that thing. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the Scarlet Witch movie. If you had called it the Scarlet Witch, we all still would have gone. So
we all still would have gone.
Make that movie.
Yeah.
Send her off correctly.
Not everything has to be a trilogy. And I wonder if somebody thought that. It's like, well, if we make one, we got to make 2 more.
Maybe, but again,
we can't do that.
Nonsense.
Just throw it in
Nonsense,
Dr. Strange. Yeah.
Right. But you're probably right. They name it after the character that's going to move on. Maybe that's what they're doing as a studio. Doctor Strange lives. We're going to make a 3rd, so we call it Doctor Strange.
Who the hell was the character in we'll talk about the cutscenes real quick. No idea who Charlize Theron's character is.
Oh yeah, at all.
I didn't even know Charlize Theron was
cut
casted.
To another universe, and then they hop in.
And I can't go down this whole rabbit hole again.
But you know what? Cutscenes don't matter.
No, cutscenes don't matter.
You know why?
I'm like, I don't know who this is, and now I gotta I don't care.
I'm gonna ask you a question real quick.
I don't care who this character is. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you remember the cutscene for Doctor Strange?
No.
No? You want me to tell you what it is?
I haven't
because I watched it thinking I needed to for this movie.
Is it nothing? Is it like a silly thing?
It's his friend, Mordo.
Oh, yeah. Keep going.
Going and taking the power away from, I forget what Benjamin Bratt is all I know him. I don't remember his character name. But he takes his power away in the movie, and he says there are too many sorcerers. And so now you think Doctor Strange 2 is going to be about how this guy's going to go around taking everybody's power away.
Yeah.
That cutscene means nothing. And Marvel's like, hey, we did that. Just forget about that. We didn't actually do that. Don't even think about it anymore. Yeah. We're not doing that anymore. And we don't address it again.
But I don't think you cast somebody like Charlize Theron, put her in a suit, and forget about it. That means something. I would think.
But she could pop up and be like, in the next movie, it could be like them popping out of the universe, and she could be like, "Thanks for your help," and then she goes, and then that's it. We never see her again.
Look, and I've said this for forever. Marvel's getting to a point where it's just going to be harder and harder for me to watch. It's just be harder for me to watch their content.
Yeah.
The only reason, and we're not transitioning yet, we'll get there. This is just an example. The only reason I watched Moon Knight was because of Oscar Isaac.
Yes,
that's
I
it.
Agree.
If it was somebody else, Javier Bardem, I don't know why I'm thinking of him.
What?
I don't want to say it, but that's who I'm thinking of. If you would have cast Javier Bardem in this, I wouldn't have watched the show.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a shit about Moon Knight.
Right.
I don't give a shit about Miss Marvel.
I
just don't. I not because it's not going to be a good show, not because of any of that. Because I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I just don't know who it is. If you were to launch a show about Charlize Theron's character, I don't know who that is. Harry Styles' character from Eternals, I don't know who that is.
Don't care.
I'm not watching any of that stuff.
Right. Don't care.
I'm a huge fan. I love all this crap. You're introducing characters that I don't care about.
Right.
I'm probably going to watch Blade. Blade's very interesting.
Yeah.
Blade's going to be really cool. I don't know anything about Blade.
Right.
If it turns out that early reviews come out, it's like, yo, Blade sucks, I'm probably not going to go watch it.
Well, and I'm a fan of Mahershala Ali.
Again, another cast, yo, I want to go see him, do shit.
But I'm going to say right now.
But I'm like, the characters that you're coming out with, that's awesome. cool. I love superhero stuff. If I don't know them or have some sort of interest or tie to them, I'm not gonna waste every Wednesday morning of my life for an hour watching that show.
Unless someone tells you it's...
Unless someone tells me it's amazing.
Right. But I'm going to...
Again, Loki was a pre-existing character. Wanda, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Hawkeye.
Yep.
All people I knew watched all those shows. They were all fun. Had a lot of fun.
So on that note, though, I feel like Moon Knight, and I don't want to review Moon Knight because that's like a whole other thing. But Moon Knight was, in my opinion, the worst one. It was the worst show.
I liked it
because I felt misled, and I was I was upset. I was angry that I was misled, and I think I'm just getting pissed now at this point.
But that's a thing. Like people like me and you, that's what Marvel thrives off of. That's how they make their money. Yeah. And they're going to continue to make money. We are nothing to them.
Drop in the ocean.
We're nobody people.
Yeah.
Like literally that is what our show title is based off of.
Right.
Nobody's claiming like we know everything. But I'm saying what my opinion is.
Yeah.
And my opinion is if you continue to start to make characters that I don't know about, I'm not going to watch. I just don't care enough.
Right.
I don't.
Especially if they're not good.
Yeah. There's certain characters that if you say, hey, if someone comes to me, dude, you gotta watch Miss Marvel. This is new.
This is exciting, most amazing
this is
thing.
Fresh. I might, but I'm gonna do it from a trusted source.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna do it from people that I know, people like my buddy that's sitting out at 10 o'clock. Yeah. If he watches it, dude, you got to just trust me.
Yeah, it's good.
But if somebody like that's, dude, yeah, it was really fun. It was quip, and I'm like, okay, that means nothing to me.
Right.
Again, because you don't have the same level of passion, so you're not going to enjoy it the same way I did. It might have been entertaining. All that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, Moon Knight, I don't. If I never see Moon Knight again, I'm fine with it.
Doesn't affect you.
I'm totally cool with it.
Right, and I completely agree with you. I think that
Loki would be cool again.
Yeah,
Loki, and that's all fine and good. Fine.
And I
if I never see Wanda again,
I know.
Not because of this movie, just because it's just a lot. It's just a lot of stuff. It's Marvel. They apparently they had a meeting.
Apparently
they sat down. Like, let's block out the next 10 years. What are we gonna do?
That's what they said. That's what they did.
That's cool. They got on an island.
Fine.
I don't know that I want to be a part of it. I'm gonna see some stuff here and there. Maybe Doctor Strange 3, Black Panther. We still got coming.
Yep. There's still good stuff.
There's still stuff on the way. And I'm all here. We still got Thor. We still got
Guardians.
We got Thor, Guardians. Again, all things and characters I'm familiar with, and all things that I know.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But when you start bringing in these weird things that I don't know or care, like it's going to be, for me personally, if you want to continue on with that journey, that's fine.
I mean,
there's going to be like, dude,
it's a lot.
It's got a lot. The Northman, Top Gun Maverick coming out. Black Adam's coming out this year.
Oh, yeah.
Lightyear's coming out. There's just going to be so much other stuff.
Non-Marvel movies.
And if you're going to put up, hey, we're going to show you this. Harry Styles is getting a solo movie based off a character from a cutscene in Eternals or Lightyear 2.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to go watch Lightyear 2.
Yeah, I agree. I don't care about all these other characters. These deep cuts is not for us.
Eternals 2, I don't plan on watching that movie.
No. Not again.
If they make it.
Not unless someone says it's the most amazing thing they've ever seen.
And again, but
I don't think it's going to be.
It's got to come from a trusted source.
Right.
It's got to maybe come from one of the reviewers that are established and really have an understanding. Because a lot of those big time reviewers, I do trust.
Yes.
Because I saw some of their out of the theater, like because they see him super early.
Yes.
And they're like, guys, Doctor Strange 2, not all it's cracked up to be. Is
that what they said?
And I'm like, what? Whoa, really?
Did you watch any?
The quick ones that are like a minute long, like out of the theater, like blah 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 blah. Like this is cool, this is cool.
I didn't watch
anything. And I'm like, whoa, really?
Dang, maybe I'll go back and watch some of them.
So now that I've seen a few of them, for these people that are trusted and whatever. I'm like, wow.
Interesting.
So if they come out and now say, yo, Eternals 2 blows the first one out of the water, like they really turned it around, they got everything in line. I'm like, oh, cool. I can, all right.
You'll get behind that.
I can do that.
Yeah. We'll just have to see what the next 10 years brings us when it comes to Marvel, because I'm with you.
It's going to be tough for them to do another 10 years.
Yeah, because it is getting into the deep cuts, and you're going to lose a lot of, I think, the fans that, again, the on the surface fans for sure, right? You're going to obviously keep your deep Marvel, deep comic book fans, and that's fine.
And that's great.
And hopefully word of mouth gets around, but you're always going to have a character that people know in order to draw an audience. And that's what I think they're going to struggle with over the next 10 years. But we'll see what happens. Maybe they're going to make us fall in love with another character, and as long as that character sticks around,
and I'm sure
we're going to be good with it, and then we go from there, right? Charlize Theron's going to be the next reason why I go see a movie.
And she very well could be.
Who knows? So,
but again, since we're on the topic, and this always crosses over, with the DC Warner merger, I'm not saying they're going to get their shit together overnight,
right? But next 10 years for them might be something.
They might have some shit coming up,
right?
When new leadership, and I like this. I like Zaslav. Zaslav? I don't know how to say his name. Yeah. David Zaslav. I like the guy. I don't know him. Never met him.
Yeah, I got coffee with him.
But he came in and he scrapped these projects that I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And because they were all projects that were started before he got there.
Yes.
And he came in and he's like, what are we doing? The Wonder Twins?
Yeah. He's like,
get it out of here.
No. Oh, get it out of here. They're like, do we need the CW right now?
He did that too.
I know.
Batwoman, get it out of here.
Done. Legends of Tomorrow. Nope.
Out. Trash them all.
Yeah, but they're like, we don't even need this network.
But that's what I'm saying. Again, not on a big rant about that, but I'm like,
yeah.
And it's something I've always hoped for. But now that there's new leadership, the company, everything completely, a whole 180.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
I think it's going to be big.
Hopefully.
So maybe
I hope it's going to be big.
He's going to change some stuff, and I do believe that he is.
And I wish that I could go on and on and on and on.
We could. I mean, it's late.
It is nearly midnight.
I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning.
And so I do want to reiterate that Doctor Strange.
I loved it.
In the Multiverse of Madness. It was a lot of
fun.
Yeah, it was
I'm buying it on Blu-ray.
It was a good time. It is fun. You should go check it out. If you see WandaVision, I think you will enjoy this movie more.
Yep.
And you can let me know. Do you agree or disagree with what I'm saying? Because for me, I feel like it was a WandaVision, or it was a Wanda Maximoff movie, Scarlet Witch movie.
Scarlet Witch.
So I'd be curious.
Comment, let us know, dude. And
do you enjoy this?
Do you enjoy it? If not, and I talk to a lot of people like, aren't you afraid of like someone's gonna say like you're like an idiot or like,
they always do. They do.
It's the internet. Yeah, probably. Am I afraid of it? Absolutely not.
The people
it doesn't bother me because, dude, I got a day job I got to go to. Like, I'm just not worried about it as much. And the community, the film community that we in, most of it is always going to be positive. I love having this back and forth to people. Like, hey, dude, let me tell you why you're wrong. I'm like, cool. Like, let me know. Like, let me tell you what you think. And I love that feedback. It's super, super interesting. Instagram, TikTok. I started working on Twitter now.
I know.
It's been like super big. So like, dude, I welcome positive feedback, negative feedback. Like, if you thought this was cool, like whatever you felt about the show, we don't have
just comments,
100,000. Like, we don't have anything like that. But help us grow, help us get to where we want to be.
It'll be fun. It'll be a great journey.
Dude, share this video and be like, hey, check out these two idiots. They don't know shit.
Yeah.
Like, watch how dumb they are. And if you share the video or like it because of that, I'm like, yo, cool.
And then comment and tell us why we're stupid.
You guys are both dumb. It wasn't Rambo. It was
your thing.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, sorry.
You're thinking way too much about this.
Yeah. So like whatever. Let us know. Like, subscribe, comment, Instagram, TikTok. We're gonna keep doing what we do. We're having a good time with this.
This is this is all about fun.
Yeah, we're having
because we enjoy
so much fun.
Hopefully we'll just continue.
Big news coming up. So quick. We got some big news coming. I can't say what it is.
Do I know what it is?
You know what it is. You saw that. You saw it. You were a part of it when I did the big reveal here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's gonna come of it. We'll see.
I do want to do a little bit, so we will have a little bit out of that.
Okay. We might have like a new trailer or something. We might have a third person here.
That's right. We're gonna have some guests. We did get somebody today, so said that they would be happy to come on this show.
Let's have some guests.
We might change things up. It may not just be movie reviews. We might be doing some fun stuff around here.
We might be tech talking. I know we were gonna say tech talk. Some of the guys we were tonight, they're gonna want to talk tech.
Yeah, let's do
we'll
something
talk
fun.
about something fun.
Let's have a good time.
But yeah,
here.
let us know. It's
All
much
right.
appreciated.
Thanks for watching, guys. Later.